Hey, Cameron Coward here. I am with LJ at the InfiMaker launch event for the K1 5-axis desktop CNC mill. If you could give us just a quick overview of what this machine is, why it's special.
Yeah, we're having the K1 here. It's a true 5-axis simultaneous desktop CNC.
And so you said simultaneous, so
Yeah.
a lot of machines are 3+2.
Yes.
This is actually simultaneous, which means all 5 axes can be working together at the same time.
Exactly. Yeah, that means we can do almost all the complex curved parts by our machine.
Yeah.
For example, the turbine blade
Yep.
or a sphere. You can see the tooltip dancing on the surface.
Yeah.
Right. That's the advantage of the structure. And also for 5-axis, the tool bit can reach the material from any angle.
Yeah, so you've got the full 5 axes, and then it's got an automatic tool changer.
It is, yeah.
How many tools fit in the tool changer?
So now it's 5. We
Five.
have 5 tool bits, 1 probe.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's a 3D probe, right? So you can do top, sides.
And yeah, top and side.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so it's as a 5-axis machine, that's a lot to work with as far as CAM goes. But you guys have your own automatic toolpath generation.
It is, yeah. Or you only need to have your design prepared for example, the STL file, step file, import into our software, InfiStudio, and select your stock, what kind of material you're working on, and what is the size of it. Then press the automatic tool path generation.
Okay.
It gets the tool path back automatically, and also you are able to see what's going on in our simulation, like how the material is cut, and what's it gonna be in the end. What are overcutting place and the undercutting place.
Gotcha.
If you decide to make this one, just press go.
Just press go and it goes?
Yeah, it goes.
And for people that want like full control over it, I think you said that you'll have post processors available for like traditional software and stuff. So people that use like Fusion 360 or whatever, you'll have a post processor available so that they can just use that if they don't want to use the automatic generation.
Yeah. Sometimes they prefer a more efficient or for themselves way to program their toolpath.
Yeah.
And we have to support that.
Yeah, absolutely. But for the people that don't want to go through, CAM is a dense subject to learn. So for people that don't want to go through all that, they can let the automatic toolpaths generate and just click go. It'll send it to the machine. You just press start. And
you just go away and come back for the finished part.
Yeah. And so other features I saw on here, I mean, there's an internal camera so you can see what's going on.
It is.
There's mist coolant. You got the automatic tool changer.
Yes.
Chip tray down here. And you said it has a cast frame.
Yeah.
And so rigidity is always the most important thing in machining.
Yeah.
And with 5 axes, that's hard to come by. So the cast frame is important, which is why this is a pretty big machine.
It is heavy as well.
What's the weight on this?
For now, because this is our prototype, it's around 140 to 150 kilogram. We're gonna reduce this to 110. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
So it is a big machine, but still can fit on a desk. And you need that rigidity, that weight, to get that accuracy.
Yes. And we have to be light enough so 2 people can lift it up.
Yeah, exactly.
And the makers at home, they can buy this.
Yeah, the shipping crate it comes in is not small, but enough that 2 people can load it. So that's good.
As you just mentioned, the InfiStudio. Besides the automatic tool path generation, I think another important thing is the AI maker.
Yeah, so you can generate the models from just tell the AI what you want.
Yeah, either you tell them the prompt, or you give them the image or your sketch.
Yeah.
You just upload it and then we generate it. And we are doing another very interesting feature that you can communicate with AI to modify your model.
Oh, okay. You have like an existing model, and then you could say, I want to, I don't know, add chamfers to the edges or something like that.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's really cool. And so just launched on Kickstarter, and you're already, I mean, within a few hours, you're up to $1 million on Kickstarter.
Yeah.
If people want to get it on Kickstarter, what's the like early bird price, super early bird?
Yeah, the super early bird price is 5199 USD.
Okay.
And the early bird is 5,399.
Okay. Yeah. So get the super early bird if you can.
Yeah, super early bird right now.
Yeah. And then, do you know yet what your shipping timeline is when you plan to get out to customers?
We're gonna ship. We're gonna start shipping before the end of the year.
Before the end of the year. Okay.
Because our factory is already producing the machines, but it's for our development use, right? And for the shipment, we have to make sure every unit we delivered has good quality.
Yeah, you got to do a QC on everything.
Everything, yeah. So that takes time.
Yeah. Well, and that's a really fast time to be targeting by the end of the year. I mean, that's a fast turnaround.
Yeah.
So if people do want to get this, it's on Kickstarter for how long does the campaign last?
I think let's last for 45 days.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys only have until like maybe the end of September, somewhere around there.
We'll
put the date right here to get this if you want to get the good price on Kickstarter. Is there anything else you want to tell people about this, or?
I think this is the first commercial, I would say, use desktop CNC in the world. Yeah. I hope everyone could, because the 3D printer brings a lot of, helps a lot of makers to make their models and bring them some freedom, right? But beside the model, like material freedom is not a freedom.
Sure.
That's what we want to bring to the world.
Yeah, I mean, if you want metal parts, you can't. I mean, I technically can 3D print metal, but nobody has that kind of money.
No, that's one thing. And the 3D print metal in home is very dangerous.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So this, if you want metal parts, if you want anything that's just not just a thermoplastic, CNC milling's the way to do it.
Yeah.
And with 5 axes, you're not. You're losing most of the traditional limits of CNC milling with 3 axes.
No.
There's a lot of thinking that has to flipping the part, different angles. You kind of don't have to worry about it.
No worries.
The 5 axes.
It's like, I would say it's like a 3D printing experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, you only need to do some work on the software, then don't worry about the automation in the machine.
Yeah, exactly. So hopefully, especially with the automatic toolpath generation, it'll make an experience similar to 3D printing, but for CNC.
Yeah, there are already some KOLs here. They just sent me the file and generated the toolpath for them just right now.
I've seen a couple of them. Awesome. Well, make sure to check out InfiMaker on Kickstarter and get your orders in if you want the early bird pricing. Thanks.
Go for it.
All right.